What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're finally gonna do it. We're going to be changing the transmission fluid on my 2022 BRZ. It was so difficult to find the right oil. Usually I would do the Moto 300 gear oil, but that's so difficult to find right now. I gave up on it after 6 months of searching, so I decided to just go with this. This is a brand new product from AMSOIL. It's specifically for manual transmissions and transaxles, and it meets the requirements SAE 75W90 with the API GL4 rating. What does that mean exactly? It means it's specifically for transmissions. And another thing is it's on the easy pouches, so it makes it a lot easier to put on compared to like a jug like this where you got to get a pump. Let me show you guys what you're gonna need. You're gonna need 2.3 quarts of gear oil. That's a 75W rating and an API GL4 rating. You're gonna need new crush washers. These were on back orders. That's why it took me forever to film this video. Here's the part numbers. And then you don't need this, but I ordered this on eBay. It's a new drain bolt and you really don't need it, but this is a way stronger magnet than one that comes with the car already. Then you guys are probably wondering, what about the differential oil? Are you gonna change that as well? Yes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save some money by only getting 4 quarts. I needed to buy an extra quart because these are two different products. This might be the SAE 75W90. It might be the same weight. The difference is that this is a API GL5 rating versus API GL4 rating. What does that mean exactly? I'm not like a huge professional when it comes to like lubes and like anything oil related. The research that I looked up is that the GL5 rating, it's a little bit more aggressive, that you wouldn't really want to use it on a transmission that has anything like materials like bronze, copper. This type of oil might be a little bit too aggressive where it might deteriorate it or damage it. And I really don't know what's inside these transmissions. This is the one for the differential. You need 2 quarts of these and then 3 quarts of this one for the transmission. But on this video, we're not going to be talking about this. I'm going to be showing you how to do your transmission fluid flush. And then I'll make a separate video if you want to know how to do your differential. Just to separate it, just to not confuse you guys and to make the videos a lot shorter than making one long video for 2 different things, right? So before I jack up the car, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the videos, and we hit 1,500 subscribers, so appreciate that. That's crazy that 1,500 people are actually watching my videos. And just hit the subscribe button, guys. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers and my goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers. So appreciate you guys, and let's get into the video. I actually had to jack up the car a lot more up just because I didn't have enough space in the bottom. And actually the transmission's on that side. Oopsie, I don't know why I was thinking it was like towards the middle. It's right up in the front, so like always I try to make my life more difficult than it should. I parked the car closer to this wall, so I only got like 4 feet of space versus having this much more room. But it's fine, I'm used to working in like small little spaces. So we ended up removing the cover. Now time to show you guys where the bolts are. So right here's the transmission. As you can see, basically brand new transmission. And let me show you guys the drain plug and the fill plug. So this right here, so that's gonna be the drain plug where I inserted it. That's where you're gonna drain the used oil. And then the fill plug is right above it, right over here. You're right up there where I put the socket. So they're right next to each other. tell you one thing I hate doing is transmissions and diffs fluid flushes, just because it smells terrible. It literally smells like fish with throw up all mixed together into clam chowder that's been sitting out for like 10 months. It just smells so disgusting. Make sure if you guys are doing it, do it outside. Fortunately, it's like super cold outside and it's a bad rain today in San Jose. So I did it indoors and I just had to open the door a little bit just because it smells so terrible in here. And as you guys saw that, it just kind of spilled all dumb. Usually it's just a straight shot, but for some reason it was coming up all, it was pouring out all over the place and I spilled it everywhere. Got a little bit on the camera. So this is a drain bolt from the fill plug. As you can see, it looks pretty clean. It has the washer right here. It has a washer right here that we're going to be replacing. And then this is going to be the drain bolt for the drain plug. And as you can see, there's some gunk on it. That's going to be common, especially if you do like your first oil change on your transmission and diff. Most likely the differential one's going to be more caked on there like that. But this is a good example of like how much is on there. Don't be alarmed if you see this. This is normal. You just have to wipe it off. Alright, so let's replace this one for one of these. Alright, so all the bolts are tightened. I didn't really follow the torque specs just because, you know, I don't have a torque wrench. Before I show you guys some driving footage, let me go ahead and put that cover back on, and then I'm going to change the diff fluid, and then I'm going to go for a drive, okay? Alright, and we're going to be checking for any leaks. So I'm just gonna let the car warm up all the way and then I'll record some videos. In the meantime, I'm just gonna head over to Rodolfo so we can go to Costco. And I'm gonna be checking for leaks still until the car is warm up, and then I'll do some pulls. But I can tell you right now, the car feels like super smooth when I went into first gear right now and reverse. The car felt super smooth already, and that's it being cold. Probably should have picked something better because it's raining. It's raining out. And I honestly thought I was gonna have more runway, but I honestly forgot it was Monday and traffic in San Jose starts literally at like 2. It's 4. Primetime traffic, it's basically at 5 o'clock. And it's raining, so I should have waited for later. And here's a little bonus tip in case you guys didn't know. I don't know if it's like on all the BRZs, GR86s, but this is a limited version. It has a feature where once you press the wiper like 3 or 4 times and it does it, it automatically detects like, hey, maybe I should turn on my headlights on. So it wipes it like 3 or 4 times and then it automatically turns the headlights on. And you're actually able to turn off that feature if you don't want it. But I thought it was a pretty neat feature because let's say like you're going through like a rainstorm, or let's say you're driving and then you hit a rainstorm and it gets like super dark. It's just a little neat feature that the car automatically just does it for you. That's a little thing that I didn't know when I got the car, which is pretty cool. I'm about to start driving to get some driving shots, and the car barely just warmed up, but it's still not at operating temperature, and it's been pretty cold today. Like, it's been raining all day and it really sucks. Look at this, like, oh, like that's really clunky. Like, I've never had it this clunky. Watch, first gear, it's like kind of being forced to be put in there. With the OEM fluid, that was never that clunky, and yesterday when I drove it, it was not that clunky either. So right now it's about like 55 degrees, getting a little bit colder every couple hours. Okay, that went in a little bit more smoothly. So So that's one con that I'm starting to notice with this new fluid. It's very clunky at cold temperature. I thought it was gonna be a little bit smoother, but no. You guys could hear the scraping. All right, that's second gear. That was still a little bit clunky, but it was a little bit smoother. This is gonna be third gear. That was super clunky. And then this is gonna be fourth gear. That wasn't bad, but I still feel a little bit of clunkiness. Okay, and then neutral. Yeah, so it's gonna be very clunky at very cold temperatures. That's kind of like the model Gear 300 oil. It was clunky at very cold temperatures, but I'm really surprised that at like 54 degrees, it's that clunky. I didn't think it was gonna be that clunky. Okay, first gear. Second gear, yeah, second gear is that clunkiness. Step on it. Fourth gear. Yeah, so as like the gears go up, it's less clunky at cold temperatures. So let me get it at operating temperatures, and then I'll show you guys how it is. This isn't a review video, obviously. This isn't a review video, just because, you know, I want to put in probably like 2 miles in the car with this new oil. This is just my first impressions, and then the how-to on how to do it. Once I put like 300 to 500 miles, I'm gonna make another video for a review video to see if I recommend it, just because, you know, the price point is a little high when it comes to this type of oil.